Haunted Carousel! All day, every day. Haunted Carousel. Alright, so, you guys ready? I hope we... Oxel, you back with me? You back with me? Oi Wen, you back? Anybody else, feel free to join in the convo. Alright, here we go. Without delay.
Welcome to my latest case, the Haunted Carousel.
Woo!
To start playing, choose either Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Tutorial. Dear Ned, well, here I am at Captain's Cove Amusement Park, about to try to figure out what's behind all the weird things that have been happening here lately. First, a horse just disappeared off the carousel one
No
night.
way.
Then, a little later, the carousel started spinning around all by itself in the
No
middle
way.
of night, as if it was haunted or something.
Gosh.
And then, last week, the roller coaster suddenly stopped in mid-ride
Holy
for no
cow.
apparent reason.
Holy cow.
Nobody was seriously hurt, but the park was shut down until the city knows for sure what caused the accident. I'm here because Paula Santos, the park's owner, is a friend of Dad's. She's putting me up at the Captain's Quarters Hotel, which is next to the park. I'm supposed to head over there right now and meet with a security guard named Carlin Bishop. I hope I don't let Paula down. Wish me luck. Ever yours, Nancy. P.S. There's a rumor going around that the park is cursed. Creepy, huh?
Our hotel room, it's so clean and sunny. Let's check everything out. Hey Sarah, good evening. I'm good tonight. I hope you are. First official day of being 20 years old. How's it feel? Sassy detective. I don't want to play that right now. I think this is the first, like, official checklist of the series, if I remember correct.
Hotel operator, what do you want?
Are you the regular operator?
I'm filling in for my cousin Amber. She took the week off on account of the amusement park being shut down. You don't want an outside line, do you?
Actually, I have a cell phone.
Good. Use it. An outside line will cost you an arm and a leg. Besides, I'm not sure how to get you one. So, Miss Oren, what do you want?
That's Drew? Nancy Drew?
Sorry, my cousin's handwriting reeks. So, what do you want, Miss Drew?
Oh, I just
Actually,
realized.
I just kind of wanted to see if the phone worked.
That's it?
That's it.
Saving you has been a pleasure.
I just realized that I left the ghost dog's picture up. Hang on. I'm just gonna pull it out. Okay. Hi, RJ. Welcome. Me and Oxel earlier, when I was finishing up Ghost Dogs this evening, we were wondering where you were. So I'm glad you're able to make it. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna pull the picture off because I forgot to change it. It was kind of a quick turnaround from the last game and the beginning of this one.
A room service menu. All right.
You can't order any of this stuff, apparently. The soups and the appetizers. Let's get a pasta.
Hotel operator, what do you want?
I'd like to order the pasta and veggie platter with orange juice instead of a soft drink, please.
Health nut, huh? Well, whatever. Anything else?
That's it. Thanks a lot.
No prob.
Yes! Yes! Nancy doesn't drink soda. I love soda. Okay, here's a question while I'm thinking about soda. Do any of you guys know what cheerwine is? It's really big in the South, especially here in the Carolinas. It's my favorite soda ever. And a lot of people outside of the Southeast don't really know what it is. So I'm wondering if you guys know what cheerwine is. If you do, I'll be super impressed.
Rolf Kessler.
For seaside fun and excitement, nothing in New Jersey beats Captain Cove's amusement park. Captain's Cove. Captain's Cove. One of the first rides at the park was a carousel created by famed woodcarver Rolf Kessler. Completed in 1914, the carousel and its band organ are still operational. To this day, carousel connoisseurs swear that riding one of the wild-eyed steeds that Kessler carved is an experience that borders on eerie. Cheerwine is kind of like, the closest thing I can associate it with would be Dr. Pepper, but it's not as dark as Dr. Pepper. It's pretty much strictly a soda, like a cherry soda. So it's, if you've ever had like black cherry soda, it's similar to that, but more like maraschino cherry almost kind of soda. Let's burn down the hotel. So I just played, my best friend, she just played this game for the first time, and she didn't know you had to flip it off, and I just let her do it because I think it's funny when she gets second chances. So she burned down the hotel.
Will the young lady who just entered the park please turn immediately and enter the whale's mouth directly to her left? Thank you.
What? You ain't the boss of me.
Hello? Yoo-hoo! The whale is waiting. Still waiting.
Wonder if I could, well, I guess I could talk to him.
Well, from the way you just marched right on in here past all those sorry we're closed signs, you're either who I think you are or you're one determined gatecrasher.
You must be Harlan. Paula Santos said you'd be expecting me.
Which means you must be Nancy Drew, famous teen detective.
Substitute the word amateur for famous. And yes, that's me.
I don't know, Miss Santos seems to have a lot of faith in you. Apparently more than she does in some people around here.
Arson or cheerwine? I guess it depends on the day, you know?
She's afraid the police aren't giving this case very high priority.
Somebody swiped a horse off a carousel and now it's malfunctioning. The police don't think it's that big a deal, and frankly, neither do I.
So you think the carousel starts up by itself because some wires got damaged?
Makes sense to me. Of course, I'm no expert, and Ingrid swears she can't find anything wrong with the carousel's electrical system. But then, I kind of think she doesn't want to.
My day was pretty good, Sarah. Thanks for asking. I hardly ever get days like this. I did not have to work. I did not have any other responsibilities I had to attend to. So I literally laid around the house all day. I played Pokemon and read books. And then I went to see the Jungle Book because there's a theater like 2 blocks from my house. So I ran up to the theater, watched the Jungle Book, and then I came back and I'm streaming Nancy Drew. So this has basically been the most perfect sort of day for me.
Who's Ingrid?
Ingrid Corey. You'll probably meet her. She's working during the shutdown too. She's the park's chief engineer. Believes in all this wacky new age psychobiogenic stuff. Like if you eat food served by a waiter who's in a bad mood, you'll get scurvy or something.
Is anyone else in the park now?
Elliot Chen, he's the art director. Hardly ever see him. Busy guy. And Joy Trent, park bookkeeper. In fact, she's your next stop.
Why's that?
Miss Santos's orders. Joy pays all the bills, so she knows pretty much everything that's going on. Plus, she'll give you an access card. Miss Santos wants you to have the run of the place.
That would certainly help.
Wait, hang on. I know Joy won't give you one of these, so I will. Here you go. It's a Captain's Cove fun card. Lets you ride the rides and play the games on the midway. come back to me if
Thanks.
you burn through that one and need another.
Am I not supposed to have this?
Well, see, Joy's just kinda joyless. It'd never occur to her that you might want to have some fun while you're here. Of course, she's a newbie too, like me. Maybe she'll come around. Anyway, here's a map of the park. I put an X where Joy's office is.
Where did you work before you came here?
Oh, I worked in a store, department store, you know, as a security guard. In Flemington, not around here.
Sometimes I think that in these games, the writers are like, what's the most suspicious answer we could write for this question? Okay, here we go. We're going to use that one. I worked in a store. Oh, yeah, okay.
I see you have a security camera trained on the carousel. Does that mean you got the theft of that carousel horse on tape?
We didn't start monitoring the carousel until after the theft, but we do have one of those so-called hauntings on tape. Want to see it?
That'd be great.
I got the tape right here, all queued up. I played it for the police. Like I said before, they weren't real impressed. There's no sound, on the tape at least. The band organ started up when the carousel did. Stayed on for about 30 seconds, then stopped.
Yeah, Oxel was here earlier. It says she's on the viewers list, so I hope she's watching. Shout out to Oxel if you're watching. Join the chat. Throw some salt. We need you. But she was here earlier. It was kind of just me and her and stuff like that. But oh, Oxel is watching TV right now. Well, tell her this is more important, and she should love us more. Just kidding. Kind of. In a way.
Have you tried to prove your screwed up wiring theory?
I ain't no cop, but now that you're here, maybe you can prove it for me.
What did you mean when you said you were a newbie?
I've only worked here for a couple of weeks. I figured staying on while the park was closed would help me get up to speed on all the equipment and such.
I'll see you around.
Knock 'em dead.
The phone number for the police. That might come in handy.
How about 911? Don't rile her up too much, RJ, because we don't want, like, unnecessary salt. Just, like, proper salt, you know?
Please don't open that.
Sorry, bad habit.
Does Nancy ever flip these, or just Harlan? Okay.
Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Paula Santos. I was wondering when I'd hear from you. Have you been out to the park?
Yes, I have.
I forgot to tell you. All the rides are shut down except for the carousel. I thought you might need to see it in action. But please, take a good look at the roller coaster, even if you can't ride it.
Don't know if you guys heard my dog, but there's obviously somebody here. Probably my sister's boyfriend.
What did the police find when they looked at it?
They looked around for 5 minutes, then left. Said as long as the insurance company was going to investigate, why should they?
Well, I'll see what I can do, Miss Santos.
I can't wait to hear what you turn up. Call me as often as you like. My phone's on and with me 24/7. Oh, and one more thing. Call me Paula.
All right. Goodbye, Paula.
That is pretty awesome, Sarah. I love when stuff like that happens, like when Her Interactive likes your tweet or retweets your tweet. They've retweeted my tweets about streaming like a couple times, but they don't retweet everyone. But it's pretty awesome. I always feel like super special.
Hello, are you Nancy?
That's right. I'm Nancy Drew. So Ms. Santos has filled you in?
Yes, although I don't know who she thinks she's fooling.
I will definitely not forget my roots, RJ. Don't worry.
Excuse me?
You're only here because it makes it look like Paula Santos had nothing to do with any of this cursed garbage.
Are you saying she did have something to do with it?
I've seen how Paula runs the park. All she wants is to get more and more people through that gate. And what better way to do that than with a carousel that's allegedly haunted?
Sarah, my Twitter handle is the same as my username on here, so it's just VBudkey. So you can follow me on Twitter if you like. I always post about my streams, so.
Is Miss Santos aware of the way you feel about her?
Of course not. I don't want to get fired. Besides, nobody's been hurt, except that glorified con artist who claims his neck got injured.
Lance Huffington.
And the truth is, Paula offered me this job because she knew I needed the money. And I'm not entirely ungrateful. My father died recently. His estate is in bankruptcy. He used to be co-owner of the park. 2 years ago, he suffered a huge financial setback, and he had to sell his share to Paula. When he died 2 months ago, he was flat broke. Paula could have bailed him out, but she didn't. Frankly, I think the reason she hired me was guilt.
Right. I'm supposed to get an access card from you?
Here you go. That should get you into all the private areas of the park. But if you run into problems, don't come to me. Ask the chief engineer, Ingrid Corey. Her office is by the haunted house. The only other people in the park right now are Harlan Bishop and the art director, Elliot Chen. His studio is right by the treasure chest souvenir shop. But try not to bug him.
When she was like, if you run into problems, don't come to me. It basically equates to, I don't care about you or your problems, Nancy Drew, so get out of my face.
Does he not like to be disturbed?
He's behind in his work and needs to catch up. Ms. Santos has been getting on my case about it. Well, I think you have everything, so if you'll excuse me?
Oh, right. Thanks for all your help. Sorry if I disturbed you. Maybe I should give Detective Paris a call.
I guess this is Detective Paris. By Dill E. Dally.
Maybe that's what whoever stole that carousel horse was after. Jewels
right.
from that heist.
Story time! The Orbiter turned into Mike DeSalle's favorite amusement park ride yesterday when he found close to $50,000 worth of jewelry hidden in the padding that lines the ride's backrests. I felt something sharp when I was strapped in, said 19-year-old DeSalle. By the time the ride was over, I thought for sure whatever it was had totally stuck itself into my shoulder. Assuming someone had placed rocks in a padding as a joke, DeSalle examined the backrest, found a small slit at its top edge, and through it managed to pull out the offending objects. 3 necklaces, a pearl necklace, and 2 jewel-studded gold bracelets. I knew they were real right away, he said. Fakes just don't sparkle like that. He turned his find over to the police, who quickly discovered that the jewelry was indeed real. It had been among the items stolen when a thief broke into a safe at the Captain's Quarters Hotel 3 years ago. Despite the fact that the man suspected of the theft is currently serving time in the state penitentiary for an unrelated crime, none of the stolen items have ever been found, until yesterday. The man in charge of the investigation 3 years ago, veteran police detective KJ Paris, recalls that the thief made his getaway by running through the park. Paris now suspects that the reason the loot has never turned up is because the thief stashed the jewelry in various places throughout the park so he could return for it days, months, even years later. For his honesty, DeSalle received a $2,000 reward from Warwick Insurance Company and a lifetime certificate for a room at the Captain's Quarters Hotel. Some pretty valuable stuff could still be hidden in the park, Paris said, but before people start tearing up the rides looking for it, they should be advised that I'll be watching. This guy and his mullet. Blast off in the night rocket! We don't get to... Oh, thunderstorm. Yeah, I kind of was there was a chance I wasn't going to be able to stream tonight, because we were right in the projected path of Tropical Storm Colin, but the storm, Tropical Storm dissipated this morning, and it really hasn't rained at all today, so it's been pretty awesome. Alright, victim of coaster accident files $1 million lawsuit against park. Lance Huffington, 37, is suing the Captain's Cove amusement park for $1 million as a result of neck injuries he allegedly suffered while riding the roller coaster at the park last week. Huffington, a salesperson at Matey's pre-owned car company, was a passenger on the Tattle Terror roller coaster when it suddenly lost power, slid backwards, and stopped. He claims that the sudden stop caused his head to snap backwards and forwards and that this whiplash effect caused severe trauma to soft tissue in his neck. The lawsuit seeks compensation for medical costs, pain and suffering, and emotional distress. Police say that no injuries, including Huffington's, were reported at the time of the incident. Huffington alleges that it's not uncommon for whiplash victims to be unaware of their injuries until later. The next day, that's when it hit me. I woke up and couldn't move. The pain was so bad, said Huffington. It's still bad, and the doctors say I may have to wear this neck brace for the rest of my life. I'm not trying to soak anybody, I just want what's fair. The owner of the park, Paula Santos, declined to comment on the lawsuit. The park was closed immediately after the accident to allow a thorough inspection of the roller coaster. The cause of the accident has still not been determined. With neck brace for the rest of my life. The flip. Alright, the original Sheldon Rousseau Galaxy Ballroom.
The haunted house used to be a ballroom. How's that for irony?
Converting the ballroom, winter of 1961 into 62. Haunted house upon completion, summer of 1962. Sheldon Rousseau's Galaxy Ballroom and Carousel at Captain's Cove, New Jersey. I do like this game. I like this game because it's very linear. Some games are very like sporadic and spread out. You can do things in different orders, and sometimes you get confused at how things connect. But I like that this game, this is a game I really recommend to a lot of first-time players. It's very linear. Like, you have to do this to get to this, which leads to this, which leads to this, and so on. Okay, Sarah, have fun. Be safe.
Okay if I peek in here?
Go ahead and look around. Excuse all the clutter. I'm still trying to get this place organized.
Looks like stenography. It's a memo about one of the carousel horses being sold. I wonder which horse.
We'll just take that. Thanks.
I really do need to get this work done.
Right. Sorry.
Okay. We will look this way. We're gonna go like this. Like realistically through the park. Squid toss. Swimmer's
If I play
itch.
this game, I can win a seahorse.
Goodness, I can't navigate. Okay.
Uh-oh. Looks like it's out of order.
And prizes. What is that over there? Can't tell. Alright, roller coaster. Do you want to burn down the hotel, RJ? I will. I'll do it for you if you want me to.
I wonder what the deal is with this red tag.
Callmaster called and said that the total resistance for the upgrade, it has to be 15 ohms. They said the macro resistor will give 5 ohms of resistance, so whoever's hooking up the thing should hook the resistors in series. And I called service to request upgrade for card reader below. Schematic for the circuit as it currently stands, the resistors are in parallel. So Route 1 has 10 and Route 2 has 30. So obviously, 1 and 5. 10 and 5 equals 15.
It's locked.
Okay, I'll do it for you, RJ. Boop. Na 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 na. Ba 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 ba.
Hello?
This is Paula Santos. I'm standing outside what's left of the Captain's Quarters Hotel.
What happened?
Well, according to the fire marshal, someone left an iron on in your room and burned the place down.
Oh no, I forgot to turn it off.
When I asked you to come out here, I expected to pay for your room, not the entire hotel. Consider yourself off the case.
Ooh, brutal. Okay.
I I need to turn the iron on.
No, you don't. Welcome back, Sarah. I just burned down the hotel. No high heels, spurs, or peg legs. Moon glow. Okay, so this is obviously where the carousel horse was stolen. Why do I not have access to anything? What the heck? Oh, ice cream? Heck yes! Jealous. I don't know why I have no access to anything. Let's go, we'll go Ingrid, Elliot, and then to the haunted house.
Looking for someone?
If you're Ingrid Corey, not anymore.
That's me. Ordinarily, I don't do the hands-on work, and I'd be able to shake your hand, Ms.
I'm sorry, Drew. Nancy Drew. I'm helping Ms. Santos discover what's behind these carousel hauntings. Okay if I ask you some questions?
Sure. Oh my. You've got B3 issues.
Rude.
Okay.
Vitamin B3. Niacin. The vibe you're giving off tells me you're low. Nothing that some natural peanut butter on a slice of whole wheat bread once a day won't fix.
Thanks for the advice. How long have you worked here?
A little less than 2 years. I started out in maintenance and worked my way up. I've held the supervisory position for the last 10 months.
Do you have any idea what caused that roller coaster accident?
Someone stole a horse off the carousel, and now the park is cursed.
Welcome back, Alyssa.
So you think this cursed thing is real?
The man who carved the horses, Kessler, he said if they were ever separated, bad luck would follow. And it has.
How well do you know Harlan Bishop?
I know he's an ex-bouncer from Trenton. I also know it drives him nuts that this is one of the few places in the park he doesn't have a key for.
Any idea why someone would steal a horse off a carousel?
Money. I hear they can be very valuable.
She always talks like this. She does her hand like this. I hear they could be very valuable. Eat some peanut butter on toast. Okay, Nancy?
Could I see the blueprints of the roller coaster so you can show me exactly where on the track it stopped?
I've looked all over for those blueprints and can't find them anywhere. I'm sure one of the other engineers knows where they are, but I'm afraid I don't. Sorry.
I'd like to take a closer look at the roller coaster, but the access card reader doesn't work. It's got this red tag on it.
Right. I was in the process of upgrading its main circuitry board. I'm afraid you're going to have to wait until I finish here. Unless you'd like to do it for me.
Do you really think I could handle it?
It's not exactly brain surgery. All you have to do is follow the schematic inside the reader. Here's the new macro resistor. When you see the board, you'll be able to see where it goes. You'll need to solder it in place.
Oh, well, okay.
Which means you're going to have to get my soldering gun from Elliot Chen. Here's the engineering handbook I put together. If you have questions about park-related electronics, it'll answer them. Keep it as long as you like. When you're all done, remove the red tag and take it to Harlan. That way he'll know it's safe to turn the power back on to the reader.
That's not my cell phone. It must be yours. Are you gonna answer it?
No.
Yeah, that would be rude.
I'll just call them back. So, once you get that tool from Elliot, you should be all set.
Do you mind having to work during the shutdown?
Not a bit. Keeping those card readers functioning is practically a full-time job all by itself. Plus, I happen to adore my job.
Well, that's cool.
Any advice on how to go about fixing the Midway game that's broken?
It needs to be reprogrammed. Open up the back. Should be some instructions on the clipboard. Check that handbook I gave you if they're too cryptic for you. But you'll also need the plug-in keyboard. And unfortunately, I have no idea where it is. One of my guys probably left it in the park somewhere.
I don't seem to be having much luck using my access card. Am I doing something wrong?
I deactivated most of the readers because of the shutdown. Soon as I get done here, I'll get them online again. Sorry. Hey,
Why
if
would
you
you
come
do
across
that?
a pair of pliers, hang on to them, okay?
I don't
Mine
know.
are missing. Someone must have walked off with them.
Yeah, I know that there's 4 people still working in the park, but I turned off all the access so that nobody can get anywhere or
Thanks for
do
your help.
anything.
No big deal.
Makes a lot of sense, Ingrid. Alright, we'll go snooping.
Maybe I could help you find whatever it is you seem to be looking for.
Okay. Who is this? She stands like this. Okay, peace out. No! Yes! Okay, Elliot next.
Hang on, I'll be right with you.
Take your time. Uh-oh.
Out. And do not come back unless and until Joy Trent calls me. Okay?
Okay.
I always think that small scene is pretty good animation for this point in the series. The music here, though. You're a pool? What? What?
What is that noise? Sounds like it's coming from below.
No, I'll just stand right here. Okay, yeah, the zipper thing, I saw that last night, and I had no idea what you're talking about, and I still don't know what you're talking about with the zipper. Can you explain the zipper to me so I don't feel so left out?
Just an old radiator.
I do really like Labyrinth of Lies and Sea of Darkness. I really enjoyed the last 2 games in the series. Fix RJ's zipper? I don't know. Maybe dinner first? Maybe we could do dinner first? You know, I don't want to be inappropriate about anything. Okay.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
I'm afraid I got off on the wrong foot with Elliot. I spilled paint all over something he'd been working on.
Ooh, not good. The guy's already about a month behind in his work.
Any idea why he's so far behind?
He's a procrastinator. Doesn't really like to work, so he does whatever he can to avoid it. Puts things off till the last minute. Me, I get stuff done right away. You do too, I'll bet.
You guys crack me up. I'm really glad that you're liking C, Sarah. I'm totally not ignoring you. I really do like Sea of Darkness a lot, so I'm really glad that you like it. Olive Garden, though. I don't know if you... Oh, I think you were watching TV earlier, Oxel, but I was... At the beginning of the stream, I was talking about how my mom, on her way home from work today, she brought home Carrabba's, which I don't know if you know what that is. It's basically like Olive Garden, so... Yeah, we have like a Nancy Drew party. It would be really cool. I mean, I know we live all over, like, stretched out among the states, but it'd be really cool to sometime, like, in some cool reality meet up and be able to, like, actually meet each other. That'd be pretty sweet.
Well, I try. Has he always been behind?
I guess he was doing okay up until about a month ago. Way I hear it, if he doesn't get caught up, like, fast, he's gonna be waving bye-bye, like, soon.
I'll see you around.
Sounds good.
Aha! She's gone!
Who are you, and what are you doing?
Who said that?
I said that. Over here, on top of the cabinet.
Best character in the entire game right here, y'all.
Keep going. Over here. Please identify yourself.
I'm a detective named Nancy Drew, and you are?
I am.
Miles, the magnificent memory machine.
I receive and process video and audio input and make appropriate pre-programmed verbal responses.
What's a magnificent memory machine?
It is my turn to ask a question. Nancy Drew, why are you here when Joy is not?
We can lick salt? You mean like horses do? I used to ride horses and like salt licks were like an actual thing. You would put them in their food so they wouldn't eat their food too fast and like mess with their digestion. So you want to lick salt like a horse, go ahead, but you might get really thirsty. Ha! Thirsty! It's like a joke as to what we just said. So funny.
Elliot Chen is kind of upset with me. I need to write her a note to call him.
There is a pad for leaving messages on the desk.
So, who programmed you?
Responding to the non-Joy entity is an unnecessary drain on my power units and is heretofore disallowed.
What does that mean? Hello? Miles? I guess it means he's not going to talk to me anymore.
Well, it is actually 9 o'clock, so I have been streaming about 2 hours with the end of Ghost Dogs and the beginning of Haunted Carousel. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, and I appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out. It's a weeknight, and you know, we all have different schedules with school or work or whatever, so I don't want to keep anybody up too late tonight, but I will most likely be streaming next Tuesday. Tuesdays seem to work out for me pretty well, so please come back, please come hang out. I know I'll see you guys in other streams here and there, so I really hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the night, and I will see you again soon. Have a good night, guys.